It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is the Caps' sure-handed wide receiver. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Caps and the Shamrocks, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one between the Columbus Caps and the Dublin Shamrocks. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road. And that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Columbus club, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from the Emerald Isle. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. For Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Colbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down. He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 3rd and 4. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they wanted to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. We hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. They'll look to throw again. Catch made right side by Wilson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. But the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3, and leaves him with 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Throwing to start the drive. Colbert. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off play action. Colbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Looking to throw on second down. Colbert, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Colbert in trouble, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And on now is the punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
How about the show put out by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there before it's another 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down now, Landry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We're scoreless after 1.
Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Landry. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry, no dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And they'll send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'll be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on second down, Colbert. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Colbert. This will be caught inside the 10. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here we go now on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Colbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Colbert. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And the 10-year back knocks it through the goalpost. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he returns this to the 22. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Shepard. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, I have no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Ball start. Offense.
And that flag accepted. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Off the play fake. Colbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Throwing on 1st down. Colbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
To throw on 2nd down. Colbert. Here's Booker on the catch. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Up the middle they go. Landry. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime.
As if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action. Colbert. And he's got Booker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Colbert. Over the middle. That's caught by Scott. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Colbert. That'll be caught. It's Scott. Touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Shamrocks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
False start. Awesome.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. But instead, it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Colbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10.
And it'll bring up second.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Colbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards.
And the Caps are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Colbert over the middle, complete. It's Scott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Up the middle they go. Landry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Now a give right side. Landry gets around him. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Watkins. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Call that a gain of 11.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They'll run on 1st down. Landry.
Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Up the middle they go. Landry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
3rd and 19.
Now a handoff up the middle. Landry. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, he'll drop to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. They bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, Colbert. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Colbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Colbert. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll try again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Caps have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Dublin's offense now set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Colbert got an open man. It's Scott. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Landry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on 1st down.
He'll get it across midfield down to the 49.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Landry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. On second down, Landry. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On third down, Colburn. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, 1:06 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 11.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. They'll look to set up his blockers. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Columbus, they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally 9-8. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.